Have you ever wondered how ginger ale is made? I've been to a few different ginger breweries, and they each have their own unique process for making their ginger beer. The type of ginger used is called cochin, which is a smaller ginger than what you'd typically see in the grocery store. And it has a very distinct spicy flavor that's not as grassy or peppery as other types of ginger. To get the ginger ready to be processed, it first needs to be cleaned. We'll squeeze the cheesecloth to extract as much liquid as possible and discard the remaining ginger pulp. Typically, I'll use a glass carboy like this because it makes it easy to add the yeast and also allows me to visually see the fermentation process taking place. Now, since ginger ale is a carbonated beverage, we need to add a special type of yeast that produces carbon dioxide as a byproduct. I'll add about 1/4 teaspoon of champagne yeast to the ginger ale and then seal the container. So we'll start by removing any brown outer leaves until we're left with just the green tops and the ginger itself. At this point, we'll move the ginger ale into a refrigerator to condition for about 2 weeks. We'll cap the bottles and then let them sit at room temperature for about 2 weeks. During this time, the yeast will consume the priming sugar, produce carbon dioxide, and that carbon dioxide will become trapped in the bottle, carbonating the ginger ale. This helps to blend all of the flavors and also allows the carbon dioxide to fully dissolve into the ginger ale. Then we'll cut off a small slice from the top and bottom of the ginger to expose all of the ginger that's inside. We'll let the ginger rest for about 30 minutes to an hour to allow us to get as much juice out of the ginger as possible. But today, I'm going to walk you through a basic overview of how ginger ale is made. Now, all ginger ale starts out the same way with ginger. After juicing the ginger, we'll collect the juice in a large bowl like this. You can actually use a juicer if you want, but I find that a cheesecloth works really well at extracting the juice from the ginger. Once the mixture is boiling, we'll reduce the heat to low and let it simmer for about 20 minutes. This helps to blend all of the flavors together and also kills any bacteria that may be in the ginger juice. After collecting the juice, we'll add sugar and water to the mix. Now, typically, the ratio of ginger juice to water is about 1 to 10. For example, if you're using 1 liter of ginger juice, then you would use 10 liters of water. Of course, you can adjust this ratio based on your desired strength of ginger ale. Now we'll combine all of the ingredients in a large pot and bring it to a boil-over medium heat. After simmering the mixture, we'll strain it through a cheesecloth to remove any sediment or ginger pulp that may have made it into the mixture. At this point, we'll move the ginger ale into a secondary container for fermentation. We'll let the ginger ale ferment at room temperature for about 3 to 5 days, and you'll know that it's ready when the airlock has stopped bubbling. After conditioning, we'll move the ginger ale into bottles, and then add a little bit of priming sugar to each bottle. And that's it. After about 2 weeks, we can pop the caps and enjoy the fruits of our labor.